What's up, Panther fans? You know this is Panthers Row 89. We got a week. We got an important week coming up, important game coming up against the Bucs. And when you're 6-9, it shouldn't be important. But you got Tampa Bay sitting at 7-8, and on paper, and even when I first thought about this game, I was like, damn, it's gonna be the Bucs, Tom Brady. Basically a game to decide who goes to the playoffs. And, depending obviously on a few things that happened in the last week of the season and other games this week. But, it most likely is going to come down to who wins this game, right? And my first thought was, damn, it's Tom Brady, right? But looking at these Bucs, watching what I've watched of them, I like our chances, to be honest with you. As long as old Sammy Boy don't fucking turn the ball over, I think we have a great chance. Now, not having J.C. Horn for this game, hopefully he can play in the last game of the year, is going to suck. But bringing back one of the greats in Josh Norman, that was one guy I was always sad that we let go, and always felt like was a big reason why our season after the Super Bowl we kind of shit the bed. I felt like if we had a guy like him on the team, if we had him on the team, it would have went way different, I believe. But yeah, looking at this Bucs team, you look at him, you go, all right, they got Tom Brady at quarterback. Still seems like he throws a good ball. I wouldn't say he's washed. They definitely still have some offensive weapons, right? And Leonard Fournette and Mike Evans and Godwin. They still have guys. There's no question about that. But you look, just take their last 5 games, for instance. They're 2-3 in their last 5. And their 2 wins were absolute miracle comebacks against the Saints, where I remember watching that game on Monday Night Football, and I still don't know how they came back to win that game. And then last week on Christmas, they beat the Cardinals in overtime with again, last-second comeback. And you look at their losses, they were up 17-0 against Cincinnati. They lose that game 34-23. I think it was 17-0. And then they lose 35-7 at San Francisco, which I don't even think the game was honestly even that close. And then they lose a heartbreaker to Cleveland in overtime. So you look at that and you say, well, why is Tampa Bay struggling? Their defense is not that bad, right? They got offensive weapons. It's their offensive line. It's no good. And that's one thing in Tom Brady's career. You push that pocket on him, you get that pressure, he is not that great. He needs some time, just like every quarterback does. So with our defensive line, obviously going to need a big game out of Brian Burns. You get a big game out of him, I think this is going to be a dub. And as long as the secondary holds up without JC, but not having JC is huge. I think you could say he's as good as any cornerback in the league. Dude is a monster. We'll see if Josh Norman gets on the field at all, but yeah, looking at this game, I like our chances. I think it's a game we could win 20-14. It's going to have to definitely be on the lower scoring side, I think. But you look at the last time we played these guys, we dominated them. That wasn't even a contest. That was a checkmate real quick. That was what kind of got our team going in the right direction. Obviously, first game under Steve Wilkes against the Rams. That's kind of a weird, situation. We do terrible. We, lose that game, whatever. But, finally he has, a couple weeks to get the culture going in the right way. We won that game 21-3. It was absolutely perfect. And, it was also kind of funny listening to Shaq Thompson talking about a previous coach, fucking Matt Rule, letting just, random shit slide, stuck in his ways, everything we thought as a fan base. So let's see what we got, Steve. Let's get you to head coaching position, because I have a feeling if you can make the playoffs with this fucking team, I would say anybody deserves a chance to get a crack at it the next year. But I think that's about our first video. So thanks for watching. Go Panthers.